Right now at 6:30, an 11-year-old boy shot in the middle of the night and his friend was holding the gun. What led up to the shooting and what police are saying about filing charges. And a Louisville man is losing his home to a sinkhole, the challenges he's facing, and a warning to other homeowners in a sinkhole-prone area. Good evening, I'm Chelsea Rabideau, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. An 11-year-old boy sent to the hospital with a gunshot wound because police say he was accidentally shot by another child who was playing with a gun in the street. WHAS 11's Brittany Gonzalez joins us now live from Corsair Children's Hospital to explain what happened here. Brittany.
Well, Chelsea, the good news is that 11-year-old boy, we are told, is expected to be okay. Now, residents who live nearby where this accidental shooting happened tell us that there was some sort of gathering going on last night, and that's why these boys were outside. Early Sunday morning, police lined the 3500 block of Larkwood Avenue, while an 11-year-old boy, the victim of gunfire at the hands of another child, was rushed to Corsair. Police say the boy was outside with a group of kids when the gun went off, hitting the 11-year-old in the hip. And as the night sky turned into day, police disappeared. But word spread quickly around this neighborhood about the boy getting accidentally shot. Parents in disbelief that these kids had access to a gun in the first place.
I only allow guns and stuff in my house, and I think it's terrible if somebody got shot by the gun and they number 12 years old. It's terrible.
This parent says she doesn't understand why the kids were even allowed outside at 1 in the morning and who was supposed to be watching them.
It's a sad situation. I feel sorry for the family and stuff, but like I said, at least I'm glad he's okay.
Police tell us that they are not anticipating filing any charges in this case. Reporting live from Corsair, Brittany Gonzalez, WHAS 11 News.
Thank you so much, Brittany. Meteorologist Kristen Walls is joining us now in the First Alert Weather Center. Kristen, we've had pretty nice weather over the weekend, but it looks like as we start the day tomorrow, we're going to need to break out the rain gear.
Yeah, umbrellas needed as you start the morning commute. We have some rain showers just off to our west right now, 71. That was our official high temperature outside at the airport, about 15 degrees above our average. A very spring-like day for today. A lot of clouds around and we're still dry across the metro area. A few showers popping up right now just off to the west, basically through Crawford County, extending down through Litchfield. You might notice a few sprinkles out of that. Temperatures right now generally coming in the 60s, upper 60s for many locations, and those winds still blowing out there. Gusts as high as 15 in the metro, 29 your wind gust in Seymour. Rain showers, those heavy rain showers out to the west, moving through western portions of Kentucky. We're expecting that as we head throughout the night tonight. Rain showers likely, still staying on the mild side with temperatures dropping down into the low 50s, and we're going to expect these rain showers to continue for that morning commute, as you can see here, taking a sneak peek with Futurecast by early Monday morning. I'll be timing out the rest of the rain showers with Futurecast as we head over the next couple of days to let you know when we'll dry out. Also tracking some cooler temperatures in that 7-day forecast, which I'll be talking about, Chelsea, in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Kristen. Well, imagine the home you thought you'd spend the rest of your life in slowly falling into a sinkhole. That's the reality for one man in Jefferson County. WHAS 11's Johnny Archer joins us now to explain the problem and why other homeowners in Kentucky may run into the same issues. Johnny?
Well, Chelsea, it's a problem that could happen to anyone living in an area that is prone to sinkhole development. And as I'll show you in this story, those places include a large portion of our viewing area.
Inside the garage, there are 2 concrete slabs. Obviously, the rear one has dropped more than the one on the front, but they're both eventually going to fall into the ground.
When Ted Lyons bought his Buchel home in 2005, he had no idea the area was prone to sinkholes.
There we go. You can see how far down that's dropped right there.
In August, his insurance company sent a geologist to survey the property, who said his home is in fact on top of a sinkhole. According to this map provided by the Kentucky Geological Survey, the dark blue areas have a high potential for sinkhole development in Kentucky.
I'll be honest with you, I'm very much afraid that we're going to have an incident like what happened down in Florida.
Geologist James Curran says that's not likely, since the soil in Kentucky is much different than Florida. He says the average cover collapse sinkhole in Kentucky is 7 feet in diameter.
When he came in August and did the survey of the property and the surrounding property and told us that it was a sinkhole that was basically unfixable. I was at a loss.
Lyons says the value of his property went from $140,000 to zero because the home is unable to be sold according to his lender, and he will end up losing about $35,000 in equity.
I'm going to have to start all over again. I mean, I'm starting at zero, and I'm going to have to start over with a new home, hopefully somewhere, and to continue to live my life, raising my grandson.
And Chelsea, that homeowner tells me he's tried to call several local and state agencies for help, but with no success. And he says his bank lender will secure the property on April 1st, which means he will have to find a new place to live within the next 3 weeks. I'm Johnny Archer, WHAS 11 News.
Thank you, Johnny. A southeastern Kentucky community is grieving today after a house fire killed 2 adults and 5 young children. A man, woman, and those 5 children, all under the age of 3, were inside a Knox County home when fire sparked yesterday morning. Family members say the uncle of one of the 7 victims tried to save them from the burning home, but he was too late. While the identities of the victims have not been released yet, family members say the adults were boyfriend and girlfriend, and 3 of the children belonged to the woman who was also 3 months pregnant. 2 other children were just staying the night.
It's just a tragedy, and I feel sorry for them. They're in my prayers.
It's a very hard incident to deal with, especially with the loss of life that's involved. It's probably one of the more severe ones that I've seen.
The cause of the fire is still unknown, but investigators say they do not suspect arson. Dozens of people across Kentuckiana are going bald for a good cause. Leslie Coffrin and Carrie Walp are nurses at Corsair Children's Hospital. This morning, they cut off their hair to raise money for cancer research through the St. Baldrick's Foundation. Each snip takes off 10 inches, which will be donated to Locks of Love. Carrie says she couldn't pick just one patient to shave her head for, but Leslie chose one of her favorite patients.
Aiden and I bonded immediately. And Aiden's just my boy. And his mom shaved her head a couple years ago for St. Baldrick's. And when he relapsed this summer, I decided I would shave my head for him.
I am doing this so that people will know that we have to find a cure for cancer. We have to find a cure.
Yeah. Leslie and Carrie shaved off the remainder of their hair at the St. Baldrick's event at 4th Street Live. Today, their team raised about $12,000 for the foundation. If you'd like to donate, we've posted more information on our website, WHAS11.com. The flea-off market is back open for the spring with dozens of vendors selling books, records, antiques, jewelry, arts, and crafts. You can find it all. This outdoor bazaar sets up the second Saturday of every month at the end of Baxter Avenue on East Jefferson Street. The preparations for the election of the next pope are nearly complete. What still needs to be done and why mementos of Pope Benedict's tenure are being destroyed. Plus, what comes to mind when you think about E-Town, how you can help rebrand Elizabethtown, Kentucky, still ahead. Singers, dancers, and actors all trying to make it in show business turned out for the Newsies auditions in Louisville today. There was an open call for male dancers between 16 and 22 at the Kentucky Center for the Performing Arts. Newsies, the musical, is based on the 1992 film Newsies, which is one of my favorites, and was inspired by the 1899 newsboys strike in New York City. The show opened on Broadway last year and won Tony Awards for Best Choreography and Original Score.
It makes me feel really great. This is actually my first national tour dance call. I've attended a few dance calls before, but I'm particularly a very small musical theater actor. I normally do a Shakespeare and contemporary plays, so to come in here and dance is really a lot of fun for me.
If these dancers make the cut, they'll move on to the New York auditions in July. There are several other stops on this nationwide audition tour in California, New Jersey, North Carolina, Georgia, and Arizona. What does Elizabethtown mean to you? Well, the city is asking its residents to come up with a brand to represent E-Town. A website has been created to get feedback from residents, asking questions like what attributes the city should focus on when promoting itself, what is E-Town best known for, and what words would you use to describe the city. Public comments will be accepted through March 15th. Then they will be reviewed and eventually a city brand will be created. And if you'd like to weigh in, we've linked you up to the site at WHAS11.com. In preparation for a new leader of the Catholic Church, Pope Benedict's fisherman's ring, along with the personal seals and stamps for official papers, are being destroyed. The purpose for this ritual ahead here at 6:30. Preparations are nearly complete for Tuesday's papal conclave. That's when Catholic cardinals will begin voting in a series of secret ballots to select a successor to the recently retired Pope Benedict XVI. Today, cardinals from around the world stepped into the role of parish priest today, celebrating Mass at their honorary churches throughout Rome. While there is still no clear frontrunner after 6 days of speeches in Vatican City, many cardinals say they've narrowed their options.
A week ago, we would have said, wow, we got a lot of work to do, but now you see a sense of resignation and trust and faith.
Today, Pope Benedict's fisherman's ring and the personal seals and stamps for his official papers were destroyed. That act signifies a pledge of obedience to the future pope, and it's supposed to signal a definitive end of the papacy. So there is no doubt in the church that a new pope is in charge. And Kristen Walls is joining us now. She's got our first look at the forecast coming up this week, which includes a little bit of rain.
Yeah, that's right, Chelsea. As we head towards later tonight and also into our day tomorrow, those rain showers will be pushing on in. Looks like those changes for the start of the work week. Hope you had a chance to head outside and enjoy today. We reached 71 degrees for that high. It was cloudy and also windy throughout the day. Gusts as high as 30 miles an hour in some locations. Outside right now, we're still looking at cloudy skies and we're still dry, but those rain showers just off to the west will be sneaking in here as we head towards later on this evening. Temperature still in the 60s, 68 degrees in the metro, 66 degrees in E-Town. A few light sprinkles out to the west through Meade County and also down through Litchfield, but most of the wet weather is off to the west. You can see gusts right now between 15 and 30 miles an hour, 20 mile an hour gusts down out in Seymour. The wet weather still out to the west with that cold front. We'll be tracking across our area for later tonight and also through the overnight hours. Not expecting any severe weather, but don't be surprised if you hear a few rumbles of thunder as the system moves across. So a lot of clouds around the area right now. It's going to remain mostly cloudy for tonight with these rain showers pushing on in. Rain tonight and also rain as we head towards tomorrow morning for that morning commute. Still mild and windy on ahead of this cold front, but as this cold front moves through, that's when we'll see those changes and also some falling temperatures behind the front. Right now, many locations in the upper 60s still. Mild weather out ahead of it. Then we'll start to see these falling temperatures, 50s and even 40s behind this front as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. For tonight, we will see those rain showers moderate at times, even a few rumbles of thunder by early tomorrow morning. Cold front will begin to push on through, so temperatures will fall throughout the day. We'll also start to see some improving conditions, so by the afternoon, rain showers should begin to push off to the east. We may see a few lingering showers here and there, temperatures falling into the upper 40s and low 50s by tomorrow afternoon. As we head throughout the day on Tuesday, the sunshine, it will be back, still remaining chilly though, in the upper 40s throughout the day on Tuesday. Rainfall amounts, as it looks right now, lesser amounts further up to the north, about a quarter up to about a ½ inch of rainfall, then higher amounts further off to the south, about a ½ inch, maybe even some pockets of about 1.5 inches with some of that heavier rain again off to the south and east. So for today, or for tonight, I should say, temperatures climbing or dropping down to the low of 54 degrees, so it's going to be a mild night. Those winds still out of the south between 15 to 20 miles an hour. Grab that rain gear as you head out the door early tomorrow morning. Temperatures will start off mainly in the upper 50s. Falling throughout the day, we should be at 49 degrees by the afternoon. Maybe a lingering shower. The winds should be coming out out of the west as we head towards the afternoon hours. Tuesday into Wednesday, sunshine should be back. It's going to be chilly, 45 degrees for that high on Wednesday, then back up into the 50s as we head towards Friday and into the weekend with a few showers. Chelsea returning Saturday and into Sunday.
All right. Thank you so much, Kristen. Legends were made in Rupp Arena today, an instant classic that will be talked about for a very, very long time. The incredible highlights are coming up next. And Louisville is riding at 7-game winning streak, hitting its stride heading into the postseason play. What's their new goal? Adam Leffield fills us in next in sports.
Now, many predicted the teams in the Kentucky State Championship today. Of course, Ballard, led by U of L commit Quentin Snyder. Madison Central, led by UK recruit Dominique Hawkins. But no one could have predicted the finish. Big time action out there at Rupp Arena. The fans getting excited. End of the first half. Quentin Snyder, time going down, hits the half-court heave. Ballard goes into the half up 12. Chris Renner trying to get those guys ready. End of the game now. 25 seconds left. Madison Central down 4. Dominique Hawkins, 2 of his 21 points. They're within 2. Now 15 seconds left. A bad pass on the inbounds. Madison Central gets it. Dominique with the ball. It rolls over to Kenja Bosley. Takes 1 step, puts it up. 2 seconds left. Unbelievable. Son, you are already a legend. Look, he puts his hands on his head. Last chance for Ballard. The half-court heave, no good. Madison Central comes back from down 16 to win the state championship. Absolutely incredible. Both teams trying to collect themselves after the game.
When you get a group that will buy in, like this group has, something special like this can happen. And it did.
These were two of the best teams, if not the 2 best teams during the season, playing in the state finals, and what better venue to have this happen.
Unreal. It's the best feeling. It's the best feeling ever. It's the best feeling ever.
I'll be honest, that's exactly how you're supposed to sum that up, my man. Congratulations to them. Ballard, go get them next year. All right, no matter the result, Indiana has already locked up the #1 seed in the Big Ten tournament. Today in Ann Arbor, it's about pride and NCAA tournament seeding. Tom Green looking for the first Big Ten title since '93 when they had Calbert Chaney. Just more than 4 minutes left in the game. Trey Burke showing the range, stepping out, hitting one of his 5 threes. Michigan a 2-point lead. Tie game now, more than 2 minutes left. Underneath to Oladipo, gets the tip in. He had 14 and 13. And IU, they take the lead. Now just more than a minute. IU down 2, and Tim Hardaway Jr. with a heck of a move. Taking it in. Michigan up 4. They look like they had it in the bag. But IU down 1 with 20 seconds left. Inside to Zeller. What a move. 25 points, 10 rebounds. Indiana up 1. Last chance. Trey Burke can't get it to fall. Continues to go. Jordan Morgan, no. Indiana holds on to win 72-71. An incredible finish in Ann Arbor. To U of L now. Both Russ Smith and Gorgie Jang were named first team All-Big East today. Peyton Siva made the 3rd team for the Cards. Now the Cards, they've won 7 straight. Remember, Rick said he wanted to go 7 for 7. A new number was written on a whiteboard in the locker room yesterday, 9, as in 3 wins in the Big East tournament, 6 to win a national championship. Patino, this is a goal, not a dream.
Goals are only great for a team, for a person, when they are attainable through excellence. If your goals are too high and they're unrealistic and they're not attainable, then they're not goals. They're dreams. We did it. So you got to give the guys so much credit because they set a goal, they attained it through excellence. And that's what you have to say. 7 games is not easy in this conference.
On to the Big East tournament for them. Women were in the Big East tournament. Jeff Walls in the quarterfinals. They were down at the half, but they got it back. Shoni Schimmel knocking down a 3 a few plays later. Sarah Hammond would put it in. Hammond had 22 and 11. Louisville goes on to win this game 62-55. They're in the semifinals tomorrow night against Notre Dame. All right, U of L baseball. Tons of people out at Jim Patterson. 7th inning, up 5-4. Check this out. Adam Engel's going to rip one to left field. A smash home run. I believe it was his first of the year. That gives Louisville a 6-4 lead. 2 batters later, Coco Johnson at the dish. The pitch, and yeah, it's going to the same spot. The JUCO transfer smashes one. A lot of home run balls going out. This one went to 10 innings. Ty Johnson would get the winning RBI, and Louisville sweeps Alabama 8-7. They're now 12-2 on the season. For weeks, the Florida game was circled. Kentucky wins, they're in the tournament. At last check, everyone thinks they may be in. It's going to depend on that SEC. UK looking good yesterday for the 2nd time without Nerlens Noel. Coach Cowell is hoping they don't fall off like they did last big win.
Well, we beat Missouri in the same thing. It didn't do a whole lot. I mean, we reverted back. Basically, well, I know we can do it, but wait till you see my way of doing it. and everybody reverted back. From Alex to Ryan we all did. Archie was fouling. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And so let's hope that doesn't happen. The good news is we have no more road games. Nashville's been a good home for us, so it's not like we're not going to have some people up there.
All right, UK women in the SEC Championship right now at last check, they were down 3. Ladies?
All right, thank you so much,
Yep.
Adam. And we have plenty more for you tonight on
Indeed.
11 at 11, and we'll see you right back here. Remember, your news is always on WHAS11.com. Have a great night.
WHAS 11.